Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar had 19 children before all was said and done. Their births spanned 2 decades, leaving a considerable age gap between their firstborn, Josh Duggar, and the family's baby, Josie Duggar. As their children have grown up and begun having families of their own, Jim Bob and Michelle's number of grandchildren has surpassed their number of children and almost doubled. Josh and Anna Duggar were the first to welcome a baby, with Mackenzie being the first Duggar grandchild. She is close in age to Jordan Grace and Josie, and they have grown up more like sisters than 2 aunts and their niece. Jill Duggar and Derick Dillard were the next to start a family, with Israel being their first child. From there, more and more children were added in droves. When writing this, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar have 33 grandchildren. Josh and Anna have 7 children and will unlikely move beyond that with Josh behind bars. Jill and Derick have 3 children, all boys. Jessa Duggar and Ben Seawald have 5 children. Their littlest recently celebrated his first birthday. Jinger Duggar and Jeremy Vullo have 2 daughters and are expecting their 3rd child. Joy Anna Duggar and Austin Forsyth have 3 little ones. Joseph Duggar and Kendra Caldwell have 4 children, 2 boys and 2 girls. Josiah Duggar and Lauren Swanson have 3 children, with Bella being the only one known publicly. Jedidiah Duggar and Caitlin Nakatsu have a boy and a girl together, and twins are on the way. Jeremiah Duggar and Hannah Wisman have 2 daughters, with a 3rd in 2025. Earlier this month, Jed and Katie revealed that the twins would be 34 and 35 for Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. We think that Joy Anna's daughter, Annabelle, and Jill's daughter, Isla, may be in the count despite not being Earthside. That would bring the total to 31 grandchildren, plus the 2 angel babies, hitting 33, as Jed and Katie mentioned. Jed and Katie could welcome their twin daughters at any point now. They will be the first Duggar grandchildren born in 2025 or the last born in 2024. Jinger is due in March, and she and Jeremy have yet to reveal their 3rd child's gender. Jeremiah and Hannah just announced their 3rd pregnancy, and they have already revealed that it will be another little girl for the couple. We suspect more babies will come in 2025, especially with Jonna Duggar being a newlywed and Jason Duggar marrying Maddie Grace. Jinger Duggar and Jeremy Vullo flew into Arkansas before Christmas to celebrate her birthday with the family. The counting on couples stayed with Joy Anna Duggar and Austin Forsyth, as they do when they come into town. Their families mesh well together, with their children spending time together and the adults playing fun games. Joy Anna and Jinger decided to try the viral trend of asking their husbands what words women use to describe things, or what specific beauty terms/items are. Some questions were easier than others, but it was clear which husband pays more attention to his wife and what she's doing while getting ready. Here's how the husbands did as their wives quizzed them. Joy Anna Duggar uploaded parts 1 and 2 of the Q and a session she and Jinger Duggar did with their husbands, Austin Forsyth and Jeremy Vullo. Some questions included what a beauty blender is, what an everything shower is, and other female-focused questions. The women asked what snatched meant, and also quizzed them on what it means for a woman to say she's fine. This part seemed pretty equal, especially as the questions were more random than beauty-focused. The second part is where Austin shined. His answers blew Jeremy out of the water, revealing his knowledge about beauty products and their uses. However, Jeremy wasn't completely clueless. He knew what Bailage was because Jinger had done it a few times. While staying with Joy Anna Duggar and Austin Forsyth, Jinger Duggar and Jeremy Vullo played several games. Skippo was spotted on the table during the Q&A, which has always been a favorite among the Duggar siblings. Several other couples also joined in on the fun, while Jinger was in town for the weekend. The entire family also celebrated Jinger's birthday, where she blew them out of the water. All 9 sisters were reunited and took photos with their mom, Michelle Duggar. Kendra Caldwell and Joseph Duggar were spotted doing their swing in the video Joy-Anna shared on Instagram of the golf outing. She joked they needed to book the event package for the family, which sounds right, considering there are so many siblings and their spouses. Jinger and Jeremy stay with Joy-Anna and Austin while they are in town. In January, Joy-Anna and Austin typically fly to California to visit Jinger and Jeremy. They share a close bond and get along well. It was a very merry Duggar Christmas, according to what was shown. Many of the 19 siblings and their children celebrated the holiday together at the big house. Jill Duggar and Derick Dillard had a very public rift with her parents, Jim Bob and Michelle, culminating with their appearance in the Shiny Happy People documentary and Jill's book Counting the Cost. While Jill has always said reconciliation was the goal, putting boundaries up was necessary for the couple to move forward. After a traumatic year for her and Derick, things are being worked out so she can again lean on her family. This was the second year in a row that Jill and Derick were spotted at the big house for the immediate Duggar family Christmas. James Duggar shared a carousel of photos from the gathering at the big house. Nearly all the siblings were present, except Jinger Duggar and Jeremy Vullo. They had flown in before Christmas to celebrate her birthday with the family, resulting in all 9 sisters being together again. In the third photo in James' carousel, Jill Duggar and Derick Dillard sit on a couch talking to Jim Bob Duggar. Derick positioned himself between his father-in-law and wife, but things appeared very friendly. For her part, Jill shared a carousel of photos from the celebrations with family and friends surrounding the holiday. The second photo featured a selfie of her and Derick wearing what they wore to the big house, seated on the same couch they were on in James' photo. Jill Duggar has spent more time with her family this year than in years prior. The former Counting On star set up lunch for Joy-Anna Duggar earlier this year, celebrated Jinger Duggar earlier this month, attended Jana Duggar's wedding, and traveled to Tennessee for Jason Duggar's wedding. Last December, Jill and Derick Dillard attended Christmas at the big house and were spotted talking to Jedidiah Duggar. The siblings' friction was public, but it appears to have died down since. Things may not be where they could or should be, but Jill has always wanted reconciliation to be the goal. She discussed it while going through therapy. Her boundaries are healthy, and she has worked hard to get to the point where she is after everything she endured growing up. The Duggar family became a household name during their time on TLC's 19 Kids and Counting. Known for their ultra-conservative Christian lifestyle, the family followed the strict beliefs of the Institute in basic life principles, led by their father, Jim Bob Duggar. Their unique way of life captivated viewers, turning the Duggars into reality TV sensations. Among the siblings, Jinger Duggar Vullo gained recognition not just as part of the famous family, but also as an author. However, recently, Jinger faced a scary moment as a mother. Her 4-year-old daughter, Evangeline, had to be rushed to the hospital due to a sudden health issue. What exactly happened to Jinger Duggar's daughter? Jinger Duggar Vullo, known from the famous Duggar family, shares 2 daughters with her husband, Jeremy Vullo. Their oldest is 6, and their youngest, 4-year-old Evangeline, recently faced a terrifying health scare that sent the family rushing to the hospital late at night. Jinger said on her Jinger and Jeremy Vullo podcast, "It was a little bit of a scare. Those things happen, and you have to just kind of take the curveballs as they come." Thankfully, she was okay. The ordeal began when Jeremy heard Evangeline coughing around 10:30 p.m. The sound was unusual, like a barking cough, and when he checked on her, she was hunched over, struggling to breathe. Jeremy explained, "It's almost like a croup cough. I run into her room where she's sleeping, and she is, kind of, hunched over, struggling to breathe, and the cough was, like, difficult to come in and breathe out. So, I grab her and run out, and we said, 'Where's the nearest hospital?'" Alarmed, Jeremy quickly scooped her up, and the couple dashed to the nearest hospital. It was a nerve-wracking moment for the parents as they watched their daughter struggle to catch her breath. At the hospital, medical staff promptly attended to Evangeline. Though her condition was stable and her oxygen levels remained normal, her breathing difficulty left Jinger and Jeremy deeply concerned. Doctors conducted several tests, but couldn't pinpoint the exact cause of her distressing cough. To ensure her comfort and ease her symptoms, they treated her with steroids, which thankfully helped her recover. While the incident ended well, the experience was undoubtedly a frightening one for the Vulos. Being attentive and loving parents, they stayed by their daughter's side throughout, ensuring she felt safe and cared for. This health scare has reminded them of the unpredictable nature of parenting, especially when it comes to their children's health. Despite the challenging night, the Vulos are grateful for Evangeline's recovery. The couple is also preparing to welcome a new addition to their family, as they're expecting their third child. Jinger Duggar Vulo, who grew up in a family of 19 siblings, is no stranger to large families. Now, she and her husband, Jeremy Vulo, are preparing to welcome their third child together. Already parents to 6-year-old Felicity and 4-year-old Evangeline, the couple recently revealed that their newest addition is due in March 2025. Despite the challenges of parenting, Jinger and Jeremy are overjoyed about expanding their family. The pregnancy news was shared in a memorable way. On Felicity's birthday, Jinger surprised Jeremy with a positive test result, cleverly wrapped as a gift. Although they were expecting this possibility, Jeremy was left completely stunned by the reveal. Jeremy said, "When she told me, I was literally speechless. She got me good. It was on Felicity's birthday." Jinger says, "I've got a gift for you. It was in an Amazon bag. So I'm thinking, what did she get from Amazon for me? Then I open it up, and it's the positive result, and I'm actually speechless." Interestingly, the couple decided to hold off on telling their daughters about the new baby right away, and they had a good enough reason to wait. Jinger Duggar Vulo and Jeremy Vulo had their reasons for keeping their third pregnancy under wraps, especially when it came to their daughters, Felicity and Evangeline. The couple, who recently announced they're expecting another baby in March 2025, decided to delay sharing the exciting news with their girls until the timing felt just right. Their hesitation stemmed from Felicity's bubbly personality. At 6 years old, Felicity is an extrovert through and through, always eager to share news with anyone she meets. Jinger and Jeremy knew that as soon as she found out, she might enthusiastically spread the word to everyone, including complete strangers. To keep their secret safe until they were ready to share it publicly, they decided to wait a little longer before cluing her in. Jinger Duggar Vulo explained, "We were waiting because she's in school, and she would tell every single person. That's just how she is. We planned to get family pictures to announce the pregnancy and thought that would be the best time to let our girls know about their new sibling on the way. When the moment finally came, they made it extra special." During a family photo shoot, Jinger and Jeremy surprised their daughters with denim jackets embroidered with the words "Big Sis" on the back. As expected, the girls' reactions were adorable and unique when they found out about the pregnancy. Felicity, ever the enthusiastic one, jumped with joy, while Evangeline, at 4, seemed more puzzled than excited. However, Jinger is confident that once the baby arrives, Evangeline will embrace her role as a big sister with open arms. Home for Christmas. Jill Dillard, née Duggar, and Derick Dillard reunited with her dad, Jim Bob Duggar, for the holiday amid their estrangement. Eagle-eyed fans noticed the Duggar daughter, 33, and her husband, 35, sitting on a couch while surrounded by family in the background of her brother, James Duggar's Instagram post on Thursday, December 26. The photo appeared to be taken in the living room of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar's home in Tontitown, Arkansas. The Duggar family patriarch could be seen sitting beside Jill and Derick on the couch. and the three appear to be engaged in a conversation that some followers perceived to be tense. "Do you see the look on Jim Bob's face as he is talking to Derick?" One person commented on the post, which also contained various other snaps from the huge family's holiday gathering. However, another user disagreed with the notion that the trio was in the middle of a serious discussion. "There's no look on his face. You're reaching." This photo was taken while they were talking in mid-conversation. Clearly they have moved on, otherwise they wouldn't be talking and sitting next to each other, they wrote. Many fans were simply happy to see Jill and Derick get involved with the family's holiday celebration. "So glad to see Jill and Derick there," one user commented, while another person added, "Love seeing Jill and Derick talking to your dad." The reunion comes more than 1 month after Jill shared an update on the status of her strained relationship with her parents following her and Derick's involvement in Prime Video's June 2023 Shiny Happy People, Duggar Family Secrets to Cusaries, and the publishing of her September 2023 memoir, Counting the Cost. "I feel like we are in a rebuilding phase now with healthy boundaries still in place," the mom of 3 explained in a November Q&A, adding that the relationship was still complicated. "We try to hang out whenever it works well, and we have the bandwidth to navigate things," she continued. Jill and Derick left her family's reality TV show, Counting On, in 2017. After that, Jill began to rebel against her parents and many of the religious principles that she and her 18 siblings grew up with. Jim Bob, 59, and Michelle, 58, responded to Jill's book in a statement to People. "We love all of our children very much. As with any family, few things are more painful than conflicts or problems among those you love," they said. "We do not believe the best way to resolve conflicts, facilitate forgiveness and reconciliation, or to communicate through difficulties is through the media or in a public forum, so we will not comment." They also addressed the documentary, which explored the family's involvement with the Institute in Basic Life Principles, as well as Josh Duggar's arrest and other topics, in a separate statement. "The recent documentary that talks about our family is sad because in it we see the media and those with ill intentions hurting people we love. Like other families, ours too has experienced the joys and heartbreaks of life, just in a very public format," the parents of 19 wrote on their website. "This documentary paints so much and so many in a derogatory and sensationalized way, because sadly that's the direction of entertainment these days." The statement continued, "We love every member of our family and will continue to do all we can to have a good relationship with each one. Through both the triumphs and the trials we have clung to our faith all the more and discovered that through the love and grace of Jesus, we find strength, comfort, and purpose."